Good evening guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So what we're going to do this evening, we're going to have a look at these front seats. We're going to strip them down. I've got some new seat covers to fit on them. So let's go ahead and start stripping them. I think what we need to do first is start with the backrest and the headrests and go from there. Okay, so first of all what we need to do, we need to remove these hog rings from under the bottom of the backrest, and to cut these off, as you can see, one along there. So let's get those cut off. Okay, so there we are, that's the bottom of the backrest off. As you can see here, we need to remove these from these tabs. There's one on this side and I think there's one on the other side, so let's get this removed on the left hand side first. There we are, that's the that's the material back from these two tabs. You can see one here, one here. So this side, what we need to do on this side, we need to move this this trim off the side of the seat. This just actually pops off, so it drops back and pops off. So let me just get this off. Okay, that's the trim off there, and as you can see there's another tab here what needs to come off, so let's remove that. Okay, there's the tabs off on that one. So what we need to do now is remove the hog rings from under the side on both sides. You can see there as well underneath here. There we are, that's all the hog rings off on the side, and same on this side as well. So we've got some along the bottom here what we need to take off, so let's get those off. So there we are, that's the ones along the front off. As you can see there's some here what we need to take off as well, so let's get these off. Okay, so there's the ones off along the back edge there. What we need to do now, we need to release these springs so we can take the foam off. There's the springs released. So next thing we need to do is release this wiring for the base from the connectors. There we are. So what should happen now, we should be able to remove this base cushion from base of the seat. There we are, there's the base cushion removed. Okay guys, so what we'll do now, we'll just put that to one side for now. Before we re-trim it, we're going to strip the rest of the seat down to the frame. So what we'll do now, we'll move on to the backrest. So first what we need to do, we need to remove this handle. So all you do is twist this handle, and then what you do is you pull it and it comes out, as you can see. So that's the handle there, and then you've got the trim as well. So let's place those to one side, and then what we need to do then, we need to feed the skin up from the bottom till we can get to the headrest releases, which is about here, and then we can take the headrest off. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, what I'm going to do first before I remove the rear skin is I'm going to do these bolts here on the backrest, and that'll allow me to remove the backrest before we pull the skin off. It'll make it easier to handle. Just one other thing to remember guys, there's a screw under here what we need to undo so we can get this off to remove the backrest. Okay, so there's the bolts out on the backrest. So just one other thing is we need to remove that wiring what's already been disconnected. We need to pull out from the front there, and there's also a wire here what goes down. I think it goes into the module here, so we need to undo this tie wrap here, this zip tie, and remove that. Okay, so here's the backrest off. As you can see there's hog rings that holds the cover on. So what we need to do, we need to unclip these hog rings and work his way up to the top. Just snip these hog rings and go from there. Okay, so we've got to this point, and as you can see guys, there's another bar what runs along, and there's hog rings under there. So we need to get these hog rings out from under there, and then we can carry on stripping it back. Okay, so there's some more hog rings along this groove here, so let's remove those. So that's all the hog rings off on the front. So what we've got now is on the back, we've got sort of a couple there what we need to do. So as you can see, we've got one here as well and one here, so let's get those two removed. And you can see there's like a bracket there and a bracket there, little hook, and they hook in down here, one on this side, one on this side. So we'll do those when we put it back together. So there we are, that's the cover pulled back, and as you can see these are the headrest release plugs, so we can get the headrest off. So all you do is press these in and the headrest pulls out. So let's get that out. Okay, so here's the cover and the backrest removed, and as you can see there's the foam padding. What I need to do now is just check the continuity on this wiring, make sure the heated seat element's working. I do have some more foam pieces, not sure if they're the correct ones for this, but I will check that. But what we need to do is check this first and make sure that that's all working, and same on the base cushion. So let's do that. Okay, so here's the springs on. That's the one here, and then you've got the two at the top there, one there and one there. And then we have this one and this one, and then there's two on either side on the webbing on the back for the bolster adjustment. So there we go. So that's as far as we're going to go at stripping the backrest. So what we need to do now, we need to fit the new cover on. So here we are, here's the new covers for the front seats. Purchased these from America, from a company called Elwood Industries. Very helpful chap, the other end of the phone, or other end of email to be fair. So what we get is, we've got the back cushion. As you can see, it comes with a pocket as well. And then we get the headrest too. Same with Alcantara, well it's actually suede, which is better to be fair. And then you get the base cushion as well. And also in the kit you get a complimentary armrest cover as well, which I've already fitted. So what we need to do with these cushions, we need to swap some of the parts over off the old covers, and as you can see these as well, so we need to swap these over too, and this one here as well. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get those swapped over. Okay, first thing we're swapping over is these clips here, little hooks. These hook into the frame, so let's swap these. Okay, there we are, that's the two clips swapped over. So what we need to do, we need to flip it over now, and there's some pieces on the front that needs changing. So there we are, that's the tube out of here. So there's one on either side, what we need to take out, and then the two metal bars here as well. So let's take those out. Okay, there we are. That's the tubes in there and the rods in there. So what I've done here, I've just put a couple of staples in the bottom just to stop the rod dropping too far down, because I think it needs to be about halfway up here just to get the hog rings in. As you can see on this one, hog rings are about halfway, so just as a safety precaution, that's should be okay like that. So now it's just a case of getting this cover onto the seat back. Okay, so what I've done is slid the cover over the seat. I've attached it on the vertical ones on this side, vertical ones on that side, and one of the horizontal ones up here. So we need to attach this one on now, and then we need to follow it down on either side, so it's all attached with the hog rings. So before I attach the rest of the front, we need to attach this part onto the back of the cushion. Okay, there we are. You can see the how it's attached along the back. So let's flip it over and we'll carry on with the front. Okay, so there's the cover all connected on the horizontal and vertical ones. So what we need to do now, we need to loop these under on each corner and pull these pockets down, hook the pockets over the plastic part on each side, as you can see there as well. There's a pocket there, so we need to do those and move on. Okay, so here we are. Here's the pockets all looped on, as you can see, and fastened along the bottom there. So looks quite nice, to be honest with you. So next thing we need to do, we need to fit this bolster adjustment, and this we need to cut into the leather, so I need to be absolutely spot on with this. Okay, so there's the bolster adjustment on. So the only thing we need to do now on this is cut the holes for the headrest, but what I want to do first is get the headrest sorted. Okay, so here's the headrest and here's the new cover. So on the headrest, so basically we need to take this zip off, and then the headrest cover should come apart. So let's get that zip undone. Okay, so there we are. So what there is, there's two little pins there, one either side. You just pull those pins out with a pair of pliers, and the zip comes undone. So now let's get the cover off. Okay, there we are. That's the headrest cover off. So what we'll do now, we'll try and get this other one on. Okay, so here's the headrest all done. So what we need to do now is get this into the seat and see how it looks. Okay, so here we are. Here's the headrest in and the bolster on there. Looking quite nice. So I've just got the base cover to do now, and then we can get this seat back together. Okay, so here's the base cushion, and what we need to do with this base cushion, we need to undo all the clips, hog rings along this seam here, and same on the other side as well, along this seam, and get this base cushion cover off, and then we can assess the state of the cushion. Okay, that's all the clips out along the side. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull these rods out on either side, give us a bit more flexibility. So now we can get to the hog rings on the horizontal ones. So let's get these removed. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to use this cushion. This is a better cushion than the original one. So let's start attaching the base cover, and what we're going to do, we're going to attach it in centre here first. Once we've got that attached in, we'll then put the rods in and attach down the sides. Okay, so there's the 2 cross bars in. What we're going to do now is put the other 2 bars in, what goes upwards. Okay, so there's the hog rings all fastened along this part and along there too. So what we need to do now, we need to put the rods in, what goes round the edge of the base cover. Okay, so there's a cover onto the cushion. What we're going to do now, we're just going to clean the seat frame down. Okay, so here's the frame all cleaned, placed onto the cushion. As you can see there, I've put the 5 springs on, and it hooks in along the front there. Clip the wiring up there. It will need to be tie wrapped up. So just need to clip the material all up around the edges and around the front. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we are, is the base all finished. As you can see, it's all clipped up there and along there as well. So I've fastened it on back onto the backrest too, and we've routed the wire in. So it's just a case of tie wrapping that back up. So we'll tie wrap that back up, and then there's just this piece here to go on the side of the seat, but that'll all want cleaning up, so let's get that cleaned and we'll get that on. Okay, so here's the trim on the side of the seat. That's all cleaned, and that's the seat all finished apart from tie wrapping the wires up. As you can see, it looks rather nice, to be honest with you. Good quality covers are these. So just got the other one to do. But there you go, guys, that's the front seat covers all done. Got a pocket on the back as well. So there we go, there's our Billy. Looking quite nice. So I'll get the other one done, guys, but thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.